So today, all the leaders who gave speeches were people who came from overseas. And well, in the beginning, they all went through a lot of hardships under very difficult conditions. For example, in Canada, if you want to receive a product, you have to wait about 10 days after placing an order. And that's the kind of environment they're in. Plus, their delivery fees are much more expensive than ours, because the packages have to travel thousands of kilometers by truck over those 10 days, even under such incredibly challenging circumstances. These are the dedicated people who have achieved success. To meet just one person, they usually have to drive several hundred kilometers, sometimes even 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers, and in some cases they even have to take a plane. Yet even in those circumstances, they have managed to run their businesses successfully. However, even when people are exposed to Atomy's information together, it seems that everything depends on how they react and what kind of attitude they show. There really are a lot of strange people out there, even among those who are considered quite smart. They say things like this to me. Is there really any guarantee that you'll keep selling such good products at low prices without ever changing your mind? To me? Is there any guarantee that the chairman won't change? They ask me questions like this. He's very smart, right? Yes, they certainly do seem quite smart, but this is exactly what I said to them at that moment. It's not simply because I'm a kind person that I choose to sell such good, high-quality products at such low, affordable prices. If I was selling good things cheaply just because I'm kind, well, it's actually really easy for a person to stop being kind, so I could change my mind at any moment. But it's not because I'm kind that I sell good products at low prices. It's because I'm smart that I do it. Why? Because even if the profit per item is small, when I sell good products at low prices, sales volume increases, and in the end, even if the profit per item is low, I'll end up making more money overall. So it's not because I'm kind that I sell good products at low prices, it's because I'm smart that I do it. In this world, it might be easy for a kind person to become unkind, but it's really hard for a smart person to become foolish. I've talked about this before. There was also another truly smart young person. What he said was, at Atomy, they say you'll hit the ceiling at 50 million won, and this company allows inheritance for 3 generations. But doesn't that mean you'll still only be getting 50 million won even 100 years from now? So by then, what kind of value will 50 million won even have? So because of that, he said he couldn't do it. He's really smart. Most people with an average mind wouldn't think that far ahead, like 100 years into the future. Yeah. What did I say? There are a lot of people here who sympathize with this right now. That's right. There are people saying that right now. So this is what I said. Are you even making 5 million won right now? I can't sing. Then if you were making 50 million won, why would you insist on piling it up only in cash? Why not buy a house for your child, buy some land, or even buy gold bars, right? If you're making 50 million won a month right now, and you keep getting 50 million won every month, then before 10, 20, or 100 years pass, wouldn't you just buy gold, buy stocks, or buy real estate that doesn't lose value as much, even if cash loses its value? You can't even make 5 million won, so even if you want to buy those things, you can't. But if you get 50 million won, then change your approach, man. Just that kind of thinking, calculating that 50 million won will be worthless 100 years from now. So it seems like you're gaining something, but in reality, it's actually a bit lacking. Now, that's what you call a pseudo-intellectual. Surprisingly, there are a lot of pseudo-intellectuals here. If you look around, So what ends up missing is passion. Passion. Sai, when it comes to the way you all live your lives. Even if it's not the right answer, try going at it with a bit more passion. That person, if it's not the right answer, you can just change direction a bit and keep going. But there are people who just stay in the same place trying to find the right answer. Just try staying in the same place your whole life. Huh? If that place is a good place, then that's fine. But if you keep staying there, from what I see, it's a place where you'll end up completely failing, yet there are people who just keep hesitating and staying in that same spot. That's why people say that attitude and mindset are important when it comes to achieving success. You all need to change your attitude toward life to be a bit more passionate and proactive. No matter how good a path you find, if you don't take it, it's worthless. Look at our Atomy. Look at Atomy's main products. If these products didn't have world-class competitiveness in terms of quality, then no matter how well you design the marketing plan, right? Would people in Taiwan wear Atomy products if they weren't crazy about them? Of course not. But right now, there are solid, small, and medium-sized companies supporting us by producing these kinds of products. They have world-class competitiveness in the manufacturing sector. That's why when we go out into the world and present our products anywhere, our quality doesn't fall behind. Because South Korea has such a solid industrial foundation, we can select from various companies, deliver their products, and build our business on that. Our predecessors have created extremely favorable conditions for us. So now, when we go out and do business globally, even in advanced countries like Canada, people say, wow, your products are great. What next? Taiwan is also a formidable advanced country. That country too has incredible product quality and manufacturing capabilities. At one time, they were even ahead of South Korea in things like computers. It's a country with tremendous strength. But even in countries with such strong product capabilities, our products are being welcomed right now. This is possible because we have a national industrial base like this. If you can't even create a single job for yourself in a country like this, then do you have to go to another country and try there? But South Korea has so many themes that have international competitiveness if you just try anything. So the reason people can't succeed is because they don't have this mindset. Especially, they don't even think about wanting to live well. Do you know what the biggest reason people can't become rich is? The number one reason is that they don't even think about becoming rich. If someone says they make 30 million or 50 million won a month, people ask, where does something like that even exist? You do it then, and that's the end of it. You do it then. Where does something like that even exist, right? Where does something like that exist? They say, don't talk nonsense. So they don't even consider the idea of becoming rich. Where does it exist? It exists at Atomy. It exists at Atomy, but people don't believe it. What happens if you actually believe it? If you really believe it, a person completely changes. Imagine if you truly believed in your heart that you could make 30 or 50 million won a month. What do you think would happen? You'd go crazy. You all need to go crazy for it. If you don't go crazy for it, you can't accomplish anything. If you look at people who have achieved something, they all did crazy things. Each and every one of your lives, you have to go crazy for it. If someone tells you you'll make 50 million won a month, how can you not go crazy? The reason I don't go crazy is because I don't believe it even after seeing it. Even after seeing it, you don't believe it. You open your eyes and there's nothing you can't see. All the people who came up here, one after another, are people who make 2, 3, 4, even 5 million won a month. But even after seeing that, it's like something's clouding your mind. Does that kind of thing even exist? You just don't believe it, do you? You just don't believe it. Let those who have ears to hear listen. You can't hear anything right now. Even if I say things like this now, if you can actually hear it, then you should have a complete change of heart right now. Then you should go meet your husband and say, honey, it's over now. Your hardships are over. Just go to work for 3 more years, and after that, I'll guarantee your retirement. And you said you wanted to drive an Equus, right? In 3 years on your birthday, I'll give you an Equus as a present. So look forward to it and be good to me from now on. If your husband hears this, would he think you're in your right mind? He'd probably wonder, did she go somewhere and suddenly lose it or something? Wouldn't he think that? That's exactly how you need to change. Completely, right? But the people who really do change like that, they all end up transforming in that way. Now, you can't just turn around. You need to have a passionate heart, but first you must have a cool head. You have to analyze things with a clear, rational mind. There's only one way to objectively analyze this product. You have to check the quality, right? Isn't that so? First, you have to check the quality. No matter how cheap it is, if the cosmetics are terrible, even if you give it away for free and tell people to use it, they won't. So, what's the first thing? Quality. Try using it, that's what I'm saying. And then the price. Is 15,001 expensive? Is it cheap? It's cheap. It's absolutely cheap. So as long as the quality is good, this works. And there's nothing to be embarrassed about, no matter who I recommend it to. I can be confident. And do you use it yourselves or not? You do, right? So if I use it myself and tell others to use it too, is there anything to feel guilty about? There isn't, right? So you should talk about it confidently. You just need to keep talking about it. If you keep at it persistently, day after day, and keep going around, you can end up earning 20 million, even 50 million a month. What? It's not like I'm asking you to memorize some law book or anything, right? Things like that. Only really smart people do that. Passing the bar exam and stuff like that, you know? Only people with really good brains can do those things. But this Atomy business, even someone who's really not smart at all can do it. Why? Can you tell if something is cheap or expensive if it's 15,001? You can? Right? So if you're someone who can make that kind of judgment, there's really nothing else to it. You just go around talking and talking and talking nonstop. And as you do that, some people will listen and some people won't. That's just how it is. Whether they care or not, you just keep saying, it's cheap and good, cheap and good, cheap and good. I've tried it myself, and it's cheap and good. You should try it too. Just keep saying that to everyone. Do you need to be smart to do this? Of course not. There is now clear evidence that this is not the case. There are a lot of people in our Royal Club who only graduated elementary school. Royal Master Kim Sun Shim only graduated from elementary school. And then there are others who just keep quiet. Huh? Later on, someone else will admit, I only went to elementary school too. I'm sure there are still people who haven't confessed yet that they only finished elementary school, right? Since we don't ask about educational background, if you just keep quiet, nobody knows. And once you reach the Royal Club level, oh, it actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? So no one would ever imagine that you only graduated from elementary school. Even if you only finished elementary school, you can still say it's affordable and good, affordable and good, affordable and good. You can go around telling people that. And for those who need more explanation than that, just say, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. When I went and listened, it was just mind-blowing. They were saying something, but it was so overwhelming that my ears were blocked. I couldn't even understand what they were talking about. So you, who are smart, should go and listen for yourself. Try it, let's go. Try it, let's go. Who does this the most? That's what determines whether you succeed or not. It's not about explaining things in a complicated or sophisticated way. Just say it's cheap and good, you should try it too, let's go, let's do business together. It's all about these two things. Two things. Two things. It's a question of who does it more and how much. Now, when it comes to our Atomy products, I told you not to study the products. Studying. I mean, the toothpaste is 2,901. Why would you really need to study to actually sell it? This toothpaste is 2,901. Then if you try it, can you tell whether it's good or not?
There is.
Because you've used it your whole life, you might not be able to make it yourself or make a really good one, but can you tell whether this is something you could use for a lifetime or not? Can't you? That's what I'm saying. Believe in yourself, If you think it's good enough to use, then it's good enough for others too. So you might think, I should use this for the rest of my life. If the price is 2,900 won, is it worth using for a lifetime? Aren't you doing it? It is, right? It's worth using for a lifetime. Then let's say this contains propolis, and it's said to be water-soluble propolis. You don't even need to talk about things like that. I just tried it and it was good. You should try it too. It's 2,900 won. That's how you should do business, but you still can't do it. Are you still saying you can't do it?
I can't.
If you still can't do it, it's not because you lack ability. Up until now, we've lived in a society that values ability and academic background, a society where only those with skills or good educational backgrounds succeed. But with this Atomy business, it doesn't matter whether you have ability or not, or whether you have an education or not, it's all the same. It's not that you have to start from the bottom just because you only graduated elementary school. Everyone is equal. Everyone is equal here. Just because someone with a lot of money joins what, huh? It's not like they start out as a star master or anything. Even if you bring in billions or hundreds of millions, you only get the position you've earned. You have to start from there. So don't say you can't do it because you don't have money. And don't say you can't do it because you lack ability either. What you really lack is the passion to succeed. Do you know why you don't feel that passion for success? It's because you don't have love inside you. Love. Seeing your family struggle. When you see your children living timidly, your parents living in worry, or your husband with slumped shoulders, if you don't feel pity and love for them, that's why you can't find passion within yourself. Even after encountering Atomy, people who still can't find passion inside themselves are bad people. Bad people. People whose love has grown cold. Even this toothbrush. Do you know how good it is? It's a toothbrush that costs only $9.91. I actually bought every kind of toothbrush available in Korea and tried them all since I brush my teeth about 20 times a day. After brushing 20 times to see which one was best, my gums ended up swelling badly. It hurt so much that I couldn't even wrestle anymore. But then I found a solution. You just have to rub it on the back of your hand. If you rub it on the back of your hand, you can immediately tell whether it's a soft toothbrush or one that scrapes your skin. But foolishly, I only tried it on my gums, and after they got all swollen, that's when I finally tried rubbing it on my hand like this. Then I found out that this was much easier to determine than here. As for your toothbrushes, the ends are just cut straight with a cutter. So the tips, it's very sharp. If you look under a microscope, and you rub them on the back of your hand like this, the toothbrush bristles actually scrape your skin. But our toothbrush has rounded tips. So even if you rub it on your skin, it feels very gentle. If you just go around the neighborhood and talk about this toothbrush, just talk about it, you could make a business out of it. So why aren't you doing it? Today, even in the tough conditions of Taiwan, and even in really difficult places like Canada, there have been people who succeeded, so now you should be thinking about succeeding too. People who don't think about succeeding are bad people. They don't have love in their hearts. Because they don't have love for their struggling families, they can't find any passion. Everyone who has come here should definitely do the Atomy business, but you must make sure to do it the right way. By delivering one product, then another, and yet another, I sincerely hope you will continue to steadily build your business by creating a strong and lasting consumer network in this way.